The historic Greenwood Cemetery in Louisville's Chickasaw neighborhood hasn't been regularly maintained for years. But a few groups of volunteers are hoping to change all that and honor the people that are buried there. Rose McBride tells us about their efforts.
The Greenwood Cemetery in the west end of Louisville opened more than 100 years ago, back in 1903.
This was the place for black residents, reserved for black residents to bury their people.
But it looks much different now than it did back then. Gravestones are buried in thick grass and covered by weeds.
The land's not getting bigger, but the job keeps getting bigger. The grass gets higher, and we keep coming, and it keeps coming back. So we need some help.
Saturday morning, State Senator Gerald Neal and State Representative Reginald Meeks joined the National Association for Black Veterans and a number of other volunteer groups to work on restoring the cemetery to what it once was.
This is going to take many people, many organizations, many hours of work keeping this cemetery down, keeping it clean and accessible to families.
Commander Shedrick Jones with NABVET says a couple hundred veterans are buried here, and their legacy is not being properly honored with an overgrown resting place.
We wasn't going to forget anybody or leave them behind, but obviously that is the biggest lie in the world.
The goal is to not only clean up the whole cemetery, but to maintain it. Anthony Oxendine, the owner of Spring Valley Funeral Home, offered to fund the maintenance of the cemetery for all of 2020.
This weekend is Father's Day, and I miss my father. I buried him last year, and it just really breaks my heart to see these fathers out here without anyone taking care of this cemetery.
Now all these groups need is people who are willing to get to work.
Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do it.
For WHS 11 News, I'm Rose McBride.